Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Ali O'Shea, International Law of Attraction Practitioner, writer, healer, and inspirational speaker. Here today to talk to you a little bit about contrast and how we can get past that. Hello, Paul, and I'm going to share before I get started into some groups. Hello, Trent, welcome. Hi, Chris, welcome. So I'm just going to share before I get started. I'm going to talk to you today about contrast and how we can get past that. Hi, Victoria. Hello, husband. Hi, Debbie and Miriam and Bridget Boo and Pat and Alan. So I'm just sharing before I get started, but I'm going to talk to you today about contrast and a little bit how we can get past that. So if you guys could share while I'm live, that would be fantastic. Hello, Pat. Good day to you, Trent. Hello, Cindy, Deb, and Jay. Thank you for sharing, Paul. So it's really important to share so we can get the message out further and wider. So let me know how everybody is doing. That's okay, Bridget. Let me know how you're all doing and where you're joining me from. Hi, Lorraine. Say hello and where you're joining from. Greetings from Canada, says Alan. Greetings to you too. So contrast, everybody goes through contrast in life. I'm going through some serious contrast at the moment, which I won't go into a discussion about what it's about because it's in my personal life. And contrast can be difficult. The contrast in our life, it doesn't just mean the black stuff. So the contrast is we have good stuff and then we have bad stuff. We have good stuff and then we have bad stuff. But what the contrast does is the contrast helps you to grow and to expand. And, you know, while I teach the law of attraction and when I teach with, you know, projecting forth positive emotions, it's not always possible as human beings or spiritual beings living in these human bodies on this 3D physical planet to always project positivity and light. You know, sometimes we go through contrasts that we have to deal with, and each and every single one of us here, even though we're spiritual living in a human body, we still go through this contrast, and we do have to acknowledge our emotions. And of course, our emotions are our GPS system. They are there for a reason. They're letting you know in any given moment how you're doing, how your inner being feels about that situation of contrast, all of that kind of thing. Paul says, poor Paul, the bank is giving him contrast, sat in traffic for ages to get into town to go to the bank, and even though it is not a bank holiday, the bank is closed. Yes, today is Good Friday. You know, for those of you who are religious here, I'm not particularly religious, but I was brought up with religion at Church of Ireland, and so I know the Bible, you know, not inside out, but I know a lot of the Bible. I was brought up with religious parents, so was Paul, and you know, today is the day that Christ was crucified, obviously. So it's an important day for many people, so happy Good Friday to those of you who are celebrating. And just because I'm spiritual doesn't mean that I don't believe in God. It just means that I look upon it in a different way from the way that I was maybe brought up looking at it. So contrast, we all go through it, but it's about dealing with it in such a way that is healthy for you. So, you know, I've had a really, really shitty week, to put it bluntly, from Sunday through till, and it's still going on. And so, you know, it's about acknowledging your emotions, not keep dwelling on them and dwelling on them. Of course, they're going to rise again and they will come to the surface because, you know, whether that be anger, disappointment, hurt, resentment, jealousy, annoyedness, if that's an emotion, you know, everybody goes through contrast. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay that we go through it. It's okay that we face those emotions. and we work through them in our own way. Yesterday, I took a day for me, just for me, because obviously I teach self-love. It's part of what I teach. Self-care and self-love are at the basis of everything, and it's really important that if you're coming up against something that's making you feel so overwhelmed, so upset, so annoyed, so angry, so pissed off, whatever those emotions might be, that it's okay to take a step back and to take some time for you. Timothy says, now I know why they say thank God it's Friday. Hi, Stacey. Erica said, I had a rough week last year. Oh, a rough work year last year. Sorry. I got a new supervisor throughout. Thought this year you'll be successful. Turns out even worse. I tried to look at the positive. Am I in the wrong place? You know, we're never in the wrong place at the wrong time. We're always in the right place at the right time. And everything happens for a reason. Every single thing that happens in our life happens for a reason. And, you know, everything happens in divine timing. So I believe that if you're not happy where you are in the job that you're in, you can use it as a stepping stone to project you out to another job that'll be better off for you. So it's about embracing those emotions and not keep dwelling on them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying yes, okay, the other day I was angry because of something that happened to me, and that is me moving up the emotional scale. Me moving up the emotional scale from where I would have been 4 years ago. Had I been in this situation 4 years ago, I would have been crying and I would have been really upset. Now, does that make me a harder person? No, it means that I'm working my way through the contrast, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, you know. And while it's not nice while you're dealing with it, it's an important part of life as humans here in this spiritual, or as spiritual beings in this human body on this 3D planet. And while it's not nice, it's something that we all go through, and everybody has to acknowledge that. And you know, I posted about it the other day, and I had so many people telling me, not directly what the problem was, but telling me that they were having a lot of contrast too. And so, you know, whether that be in your family life or your work life or your relationships, or you know, for whatever reason you're not happy with your life possibly, or whatever it might be that you're going through, that there's lots of different reasons that we can experience contrast. So come at me, says Paul. Hi, Susan and Jan and Tamika and Connie and Angie. Yes, it's so important, Debbie. I think I missed somebody else. Carol says, yes, every warrior has a wobble, Ali. Contrast gives us lessons, but it can be difficult when you're in the middle of it. Absolutely. It's Sunday hours because it's Good Friday, says Jay. It's not normally a bank holiday here in Ireland, though. I know Monday is. And Timothy says it's the polarity, it's the duality. Yeah. Hi, Chris Ward and Carol and Timothy and Sonia. Sorry, just going back up to the comments. There's a lesson in every single experience, okay? And I'm going to talk to you. So those of you that follow me know that I am an international law of attraction practitioner, that I teach the law of attraction. I also teach positivity. But as I said, we can try to be, but we can't be positive 100% of the time. And so, you know, people noticed when I wasn't online the other day because I was taking time out for me, because I was going through contrast. And it was lovely that, you know, people had missed me and were checking in with me to see what's going on. But, you know, while I admittedly have been talking to some very close friends of mine about the situation that I find myself in, I know from studying the law of attraction, from studying Abraham Hicks, who is channeled through Esther Hicks, a pure positive energy, non-physical, that we shouldn't vent about these things. And I know that I've been doing that a little bit, but because I was moving up the emotional scale. I'm actually feeling quite proud of where I am in relationship to this topic. While I'm not getting into the specifics of it, I'm not getting into the specifics of it for a very good reason. Thanks, Paul. See you later, honey. Hi, Vicky and Norm. But I'm going to talk to you about an Abraham clip where they've talked about contrast, and I'm going to read it to you. How do you feel about contrast? Is there usually an impulse to panic and worry, or is it something that you decide to embrace and treat as an opportunity? Now, the other day when I posted I'm going through some serious contrast, I really am, and I'm dealing with it to the best of my ability, but I know that at the end of the day, I will come out stronger for having gone through this experience. And I know that it's something that I need to go through for my growth, even though it's unpleasant. Hi, Vicky. So is there usually an impulse to panic or worry, or is it something you decide to embrace and treat as an opportunity? Abraham says we should choose the latter, but they are not saying get into contrast and suffer longer. Contrast is full of clarification, and some contrast provides more clarification than others. The script that Abraham says that they would like us to apply is this is an opportunity for something even better, because that's always the case. So things always happen for a reason, and they either come as a blessing or a lesson. And no matter what way we come out, we've grown and we've expanded. And because of our growth and our expansion, the whole entire universe has also expanded. So when you feel like panicking in the middle of contrast, it's usually down to the fact that most of your vibration is being offered in response to what you are observing. Yeah. Of course, when we find ourselves in a situation like I'm in, it's very hard not to observe where we are and to not feel those feelings and emotions. And so that's why it's important, because I know as a healer that every illness, every dis-ease in your body comes from suppressing those emotions. So I have been guilty of getting my emotions out through my friends and venting, even though I teach not to vent. I really don't recommend it, because we are reinforcing that vibration. But again, we are all only human, and we are, doing everything to the best of our ability. Well, funnily enough, Angie, without going into it, I spoke my truth about something, and I felt that I had to speak my truth to move forward. Absolutely. It's something that I had not been speaking my truth about for my whole lifetime, as far as I'm concerned. Even though I've highlighted it a couple of times before, this erupted into something far greater. However, while I'm in limbo with where I am with this, I feel that it will help to move forward. Thank you, Trent. Hi, Sue. So when things are vibrationally out of balance, you really don't have much other options than to keep reaching for the balance. Keep tuning for the balance, keep focusing for the balance. And that's what I did the other day. I took a self-care day. I took a day, time out to do what I want to do, what's good for me, what's good for my soul. You might have seen I went to the beach. I love the beach. I spent some time with my husband because we're able to do that. Clearly, it's more difficult to do in some situations than others, but you can do it in every case. You can do it in every case. So, we can sit in anger and wallow in sorrow, or we can do something to make ourselves feel better, looking after ourselves, doing something that you love to do, whether that be having a jacuzzi, a bath, a shower, dancing around your living room, writing, being creative, getting out into nature, going for a walk in the forest or the beach, spending time with your animals or your children or your significant other, whatever it might be for you. Meditating obviously is a huge one. I've been doing a lot of meditating the last few days. Also been doing a lot of listening to Abraham Hicks. All of these things soothe my soul. For you guys, it'll be up to you. I'm sure some of those are on your list of things for self-care. Getting sleep is also very important. If you don't have enough sleep, it's very hard to stay in balance, okay? So while things were in the midst of chaos, let's say on Wednesday, I didn't get to sleep until 3 a.m. And what I did yesterday was made sure that I went to bed earlier than I normally would do, because I was exhausted, and I knew that if I just kept staying awake to dwell on these matters, you know, that it would not be serving me. Hello, Nicole. Leanne says, I struggle to balance with depression, PTSD, and anxiety. Any tips? Absolutely. I took myself out of 25 years of depression and suicidal thoughts using the law of attraction and positivity, Leanne. I coach people one-on-one, if that's any good to you. There's also an awful lot on my YouTube channel. Any of the lives that I've ever done, I'm sure some of it will resonate with you. I have got a couple of videos on depression on my YouTube channel, so you could check it out. My YouTube channel is at the top of this video. It's just www.youtube.com/Ali O'Shea, and it's free to subscribe. And they're all in different playlists. My meditations are in playlists. My affirmations are in playlists. My lives are in playlists. But I would say, for a starter, Leanne, the one thing that helped me immensely to take myself out of depression was to meditate every single day. Meditate. Good morning, Nicole. So it is better to say and mean things like, I want to receive the full benefit from contrast. Something really good will come from this. There is an advantage in this that is happening, because things are always working out for me. Nothing is ever working against me. This is just a vibrational experience. This is a vibrational reality that is because of the momentum that has been ensuing. So everything with, you know, disease and illness, there's suppressed emotions inside of your body that you have not dealt with. Forgiveness is a huge part of what I teach as well, and inside my Soul Expansion Academy, you will find a program on forgiveness. And you can subscribe to that monthly or annually, and you can do that on my website, www.expansivesouls.com. But everything inside your body, whether you're experiencing pain, disease, or illness, even depression, cancer, all of those things, they are vibrational indicators. We are energetic beings, first and foremost. Everything in this universe is energy. You were born with a desire to be in balance, and if that desire to be in balance were not within you, then you could get out of the way of balance and not even know it. So what that means is we would not notice that we were having a wobble if we weren't born with the desire of wanting to stay in balance. See you later, Bridget. You know, we would not feel like that. We would not understand or feel off kilter if we weren't born with the desire to always remain as much in balance. Just let every single scenario, no matter what, no matter how it started, no matter how it felt in the middle, and no matter how it turned out, let every single one of them to be your reason to explain how well you are doing. Not how you could have done better, or how you should have done better, or maybe how it will be better the next time, but just how well you are doing. That is the momentum you want to practice. universe usually fills that contrast with something that logically is not just equivalent of what you wanted, but even better for you. And that's the story that you want to tell. The skill that everyone wants to be a deliberate creator must foster and accomplish is that you have to get over the feeling of discomfort in the unobservable or in the unexplainable. You have to find resonance in the laws that you do know and you have come to trust. And then in that vibration, all of the details will fill in, and they will fill in as you discover more and more. They will fill in with ease. Then it will become more comfortable as your expectation becomes more and more solid. And not only does Abraham say it, but I've also taken on their saying, which is expectation is a powerful thing. If you expect, believe, know, trust in the laws of the universe, in the law of attraction, and all the laws that govern our universe, you will understand and never look back at things and say, why did that happen to me? Things always happen for a reason. Everything is happening for your highest good and for, as we said, a blessing or a lesson for your growth, for your expansion. Contrast causes you to put things into your vortex. Your vortex sits in the etheric realm. It's where you've put all your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your desires. You know what you don't want, you know what you do want. What you do want goes and sits into your vortex. And the moment that it does, your inner being gets up to speed with it, is up to speed with it, and is waiting for you to come to be up to speed with what's there too. Hello, MG and Carol and Nicole and Luxman and Stacy. So the contrast, when you know what you don't want, you know that you're having an experience that you don't want, you put, I want people to be nicer up here. I want people to understand me up here. I want this job. I want this lover. You put it up there into your vibrational reality. And your vibrational reality exists. You know, just because it exists on the etheric realm does not mean that it's not real. It is real. You just have to focus on exactly what you want instead of what you don't want. So the contrast causes you to put things into your vortex that for the most part you are not a vibrational match to yet. Because it was a fleeting rocket. But your practice vibration is usually someplace else. So you've got this vortex version that you're not up to speed with yet. And so you've got to you've got this grid, this point of attraction, which as far as you've practiced on that subject doesn't measure up to that vortex version. But when you raise the frequency of your day-to-day conversation through having positive high vibing conversations or through studying and talking about the laws of the universe, that is when it's going to happen. Luxman says, thanks for your support. World best regards from Luxman. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, MG. Hi, Carmel. As you begin to prepare your vibrational grid because you care about how you feel, and isn't that the most important thing, is that we care how we feel in each and every moment that we're feeling all of these different emotions. The main thing is that we stop and we care about how we feel. Caring about how you feel in every given moment is the most important thing. So as you begin to prepare your vibrational grid, because you care about how you feel, you find closer and closer vibrational harmony to what's in your vortex. And then the momentum gets faster and faster so that the where and the who and the when and the how start filling in for you. You begin having realizations, impulses to act, impulses to be in a certain place at a certain time, impulses to have a conversation with a certain person about a certain thing. Everything that you want has been so clearly played out and understood and is so tended to and the cooperative components that have already been rallied, that when you apply that one missing piece, which is a vibration of trust that has no real evidential reason for it, it's a law-based reason. Because you know that you are a vibrational being, and you know that the law of attraction is responding to you, and you know that you are source energy in a physical body, and you have come with great reason and purpose. And you know that you have launched rockets of desires, and you know that source is on it, and you know that things are always working out for you. Hello, Anne and Angelo. As you know, with everything, that you are these general things that lay new pipes, that every subject that you have ever requested anything about will come into your realization, and that is exactly the way it's meant to be. This life is supposed to be about you defining what you want, and then you having the fun of watching it fill in. You were never intended to be deprived of anything, or even a moment of what you are wanting. This stalling that you are doing is only about sloppy thinking. It is only about being willing to choose less good feeling discs just because they feel more comfortable to you, because you haven't practiced the higher flying discs. Hello, Gabrielle. Welcome. Remember, what you think and how you feel and what manifests always matches. What you think, how you feel, and what manifests always matches. The universe makes no mistakes, and while we might beat ourselves up and say, but I would not call that into my experience, you have done it with your thought or by observing your reality, by focusing on perhaps the negative aspects of that which is going on around you that you don't want to be going on around you. But we are the creators of our own reality in every second of every moment of every day. And what we are focusing on is usually what is going on around us. And it's to look around more and imagine more would be better than focusing on the things here in our reality that aren't going so right for us. Focusing upon the positive aspects of people who we may be not getting on with for one reason or another. Focusing on positive aspects of our place of work if we're not enjoying it. Focusing upon the positive aspects of having work, even if we're not enjoying our job. Hello, Karina and Mikey and Rushbani and Kerry, welcome. So we're talking about contrast here, and it's important to know that we all go through it. And it's okay to say that you're going through it. You know, it's okay to say, yes, I created contrast in my life and I'm dealing with it. When you get in sync and get in control of your own vibration, you are unstoppable because momentum says you are, but you feel your invincibility. You now feel your power and you can get on with your reason for being here. You're here for fun, for the joy of the new idea to which you are not yet a vibrational match to. Don't you love the expansion? Don't you love knowing that you can get up to speed with the expansion? And don't you love knowing that when you do get up to speed with the expansion, that the not having been up to speed with the expansion is the reason that it feels so good to be up to speed with the expansion? Don't you love bringing your life into alignment? You like coming into your power and your clarity, and don't you want others to know about it too? So there you have it. Contrast, while it doesn't feel good for lots of different reasons in the moment, you know, we really need to be embracing it because it is there for our growth and for our expansion. And, you know, Keep moving through it. Keep moving through it. Keep moving through it. Make sure that you practice self-care and self-love. Don't get swallowed up by it. Keep moving. That will be my advice. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Hello, Judy Hall. Welcome to you. And Ruben Nishu is joining us from South Africa. Fantastic. So many people from all over the world come on these live videos to co-create with us, and it's such a beautiful thing. A lot of you know each other, and it's lovely, and usually we interact with each other, etc. So thank you, Carol. Hello, Yvonne. Thank you, Karen. So yes, I am going through contrast, and yes, I am dealing with it, and yes, I am looking after myself, and yes, it's normal. And I want everybody to know that just because I'm a law of attraction practitioner does not mean that I am not a soul in a human body going through experiences and sifting through life and contrast just like everybody else. And it's okay. It is okay to try to be positive in every moment, but it's not possible 100% of the time. It's not possible 100% of the time. But yes, you can make an effort each and every day, just as I do, to reach for that better feeling thought, to put yourself in a better feeling place, and to keep going, and to never give up, to know that the universe, God, source, whatever you like to call it, is always on your side and is holding you with love and compassion. You're welcome, Azra. Hi, Sherry. No problem, Kerry. So I just wanted to come on briefly and explain all of that to you, and I hope that it may help somebody, because I know a lot of people on my page were going through contrast the other day too. So hang in there. Things will improve. Just don't let yourself get swallowed up in it. Keep going. Practice self-care. Meditate. Don't be consumed by it. That is it for this afternoon. Once again, my name is Ali O'Shea. If you're interested in joining my Soul Expansion Academy, it's online. You can go to my website, www.expansivesouls.com. There's many programs inside of there. I've actually just written a new one that's going to go in there shortly. So far, we've got scripting, with visioneering, and a program on forgiveness. We've got a new one coming up as well. Thank you, Susan. Thanks, Debbie. Hi, Ning Ning. So there's many other things as well on my website. Obviously, I've got workshops on the law of attraction, a crystal workshop. You can join my Vibe Tribe, where I go live exclusively once a week. It's €10 per month, which is very low cost for that. And then I've got my academy, which is a step up where programs are being released inside of that. And I go live in a Facebook group connected to the academy as well, once a month, for live Q&A and to talk about the programs that I have released inside of there. Of course, I'm going to Vegas in July, and I will be hosting a workshop there with the fabulous Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle is a mindset coach. He also works with Mind Valley. He's also worked in the past with Wayne Dyer and Justin Perry from Your Creators. And we are hosting a live workshop on the 20th of July in the Stratosphere Hotel. If you're interested in that, you can go to Tony's website, which is www.tonydoyleinspires.com. And I can't wait to go to Vegas and to meet everybody that's coming to the workshop. I'm also hosting a retreat here in Ireland with Vivian Carden, who's a spiritual medium and angel channeler. And we're really looking forward to meeting everybody who's coming to that. That's only 2 months away. And Vegas is only 3 months away. So it's very, very close indeed. So really, really looking forward to everybody that's coming to the workshop and to the retreat. We're very excited. And Susan says, the Academy is great. So if you're thinking about it, join. I've got a lot of value already. Thank you, Susan. Susan is one of my Academy members. And no, I didn't pay her to say that. Thank you very much, Susan. Hello, Rebecca. I don't think there's anything else. I am starting my very own podcast, and today I'm starting interviews for that. So that if I've been speaking to you in relation to that, please just bear with me. I can't speak to everybody every day. People are scattered all over the world, and I will get to everybody. Obviously, I've got my own personal life here going on with all of the contrast that's going on. And I will get to people when I get to people. It's going to take some time. There's been such a huge response, but I am starting those interviews today. And so my podcast will be happening very, very soon. And what my podcast is about spiritual expansion, the same as my website. It's about soul expansion and inspirational stories of where people are now on their journey after coming through, very similar to my story, taking themselves out of depression, suicidal thoughts, or drugs, or homelessness, or abuse, and then they've gone through their awakening, and they're going to tell their story of maybe how they're helping, or they might have a book. So it's going to be a really, really interesting podcast, and I hope you will join me on that. They will get released first on my YouTube channel, and then they will be the audio will be stripped out for a podcast. So I'm really looking forward to that too. Hi, Joelle and Laurie and Tina. You were just watching me on Janet Miller. Oh, you got the email. I hope the interview was good. Oh, yeah. So today is my day for Own Your Own Divine Light with Janet Miller. If you didn't sign up, please go sign up on the link on my timeline. My interview is today, and you can only watch the interviews that are happening each and every day for 72 hours. So please, 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 if you haven't signed up, go find the link on my timeline, sign up, and you can watch my interview. I did that interview about 3 months ago, Joelle. I was just saying to Paul yesterday, I have no idea what I said on it. So, yeah. Hi, Kerry. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. So Vegas in July. Hello, Scott and Laurie. Vegas in July, the 20th of July. If you wish to attend the workshop, www.tonydoyleinspires.com. You have to go through his website. And the retreat here in Ireland with myself and Vivian, you can get in touch with me about that because there's very limited space left. It's www.expansivesouls.com. So that's really it for now. If you're only joining now, please do go back and watch the replay. I did speak about contrast and how I'm going through my own personal contrast and ways that you can deal with it. And I do understand that lots of people on my page are also going through contrast, but we can push through it. We can push through it and keep going and, come out the other side. Thank you, Joelle. So I'm going to love you and leave you for now, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful Easter for those of you who celebrate it. I myself, I know it's not about chocolate. I know it's about the whole religion thing, but I won't be eating any chocolate this weekend because I'm allergic to chocolate, and I'm also allergic to cheese. So I hope you all enjoy your Easter eggs if that's what you're doing, and spending time with your family if that's what you're doing, or perhaps you're spending it with friends. I don't know. But whatever you're doing, enjoy the holiday that's in it, and I will see you all very soon. I've been blessed to have so many of you with me this afternoon on such a short notice basis. So thank you for your company, and namaste from Ireland. Lots and lots of love. I have been Ali O'Shea. Thanks, Tina. You too.